Hi everybody, my name is Fredrik Meyer. I work with the Worldwide Fund for Nature, the Panda, and I work with ocean issues, not the forest I'm in now, but it's good to have a day out, at least a few minutes, and I thought I could do this video being out in nature as well, talking to you guys. First of all, really important stuff you're doing. Fantastic to see that you have gathered at Honduras for this kind of meeting. Really inspirational for us as well, that work on this issue on an everyday situation. And we're really looking forward to seeing the results coming out of the seminar and the gathering that you're having. Really looking forward to know more about the dialogue, know more about the work you're doing, and also if you come up with some possible solutions. So great. I thought that I will give you a small introduction to what's the situation like for the oceans today. Unfortunately, it's not a really bright situation. As you know, plastic is just one of them. If you look at how many animals, and especially how much of the biomass has gone just since 1970s, it's immense. We talk about 36% of all animal life, in weight that is, has been lost since the 1970s. And it's more or less only due to human overconsumption. And that's really bad. So we're really bad at taking too much out of the ocean. And as you know, we're really bad at filling the ocean with stuff that we don't need it to be filled with, especially the plastic. So every year we know that at least 8 million tons of plastic go into the ocean on a worldwide scale. We know that this plastic is harming everything from the smallest of microscopic plankton all the way up to the biggest animals that we have, the whales, and even the blue whale, which is the biggest animal that's ever been alive on this planet. We know that the plastic going into the ocean, it ends up there being there for hundreds and hundreds of years, breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces. You get the big macroplastics firstly, and then you have the smaller microplastics, and then ultimately you have the smallest ones that you almost cannot see, the nanoplastics. And the nanoplastics they think that actually can go across membranes inside your body, so they can actually move into your blood vessels, move into your tissue, and even maybe also your brain tissue. So it's really important that we get this plastic out of the ocean, but the most important thing that we can do is prevent and stop new plastics from ending up in the ocean. And that's where you can help, that's where I can help. And that's actually what I'm trying to do every day. We try to get a ban, for instance, on the unnecessary single-use plastic that we have today. There's so much plastics out there in our society that we simply don't need. We don't need the cutlery in single-use plastic. We don't need the sucking straws in single-use plastic. So if we can ban those kinds of products, that will help us massively in preventing those kinds of products from ending up in the oceans and ending up in the animals' stomachs. The other things that we can do is to actually clean up every piece of plastic, or a small piece of plastic, every time we're out. So every time you're at the beach, every time you're going to the grocery stores or going to your friend's house, if you see a piece of plastic laying on the street or in the sand, just pick it. Put it in your pocket, and then when you're getting access to a waste bin, just put it into the waste bin. If everybody on this planet took a single piece of plastic every time they were out and put it in a bin instead, that will help us a lot of in the way of stopping new plastics from entering the nature and entering especially the oceans. If you don't rethink how we use, how we produce, how we use, and how we waste manage our plastic going forward, actually the oceans will have more plastics in it than fish by 2050. And we also see that 99% of all the seabird species will have plastics in their stomach by 2050 if we are not successful in stopping new plastics from entering the oceans. So we really need help from you guys. We really need you to be a part of the solution, really need you to be an inspiration to us all, and you are. So keep up the good work. I hope you have a fantastic stay together at Honduras. I hope you have a really educational and fantastic workshop that you are going to have through these days on the plastic issue. I hope you liked my video that I also sent, and keep up the good work. I hope to see you soon. Next time maybe I can even be there at Honduras. That would be fantastic, being in the oceans rather than in this forest, even though it's quite nice here as well. And have a really good day. See you later. Take care. Bye.